My love for dogs begins maybe dating back 18 years. I've been professionally training dogs for 15 years. The reasons why I got into dog training, it was around the time I was getting custody of my son. You know, I went and I got full custody of him, and during that time I got us a Doberman. Dobermans were supposed to be untrainable, they turn on you. So I wanted to crack the hardest dog. At any rate, I got the dog. I walked my son to school one day and I had the dog off leash. The dog got hit by a car. From then it kind of festered in me to learn how to actually train a dog, and that's where I'm at now. My name is Craig Walton, Master Dog Trainer at K9BOSS LLC, Atlanta. Operating out of Atlanta for 15 years now. Lifetime guarantee on the training. Basically, the method that we use is called the Healy-Salver method. It's an old Irish guy who taught me how to train dogs, sit. You know, I was, like most men think they can train a dog. You know, I was getting some results, but I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. One day I sold a dog to this guy who came looking for me. He was looking for a Doberman, and I sold him the dog. And they were in there really training dogs. Sit, come, down. The first thing we get into is basic obedience. You know, a lot of this stuff is psychology. We don't use prong collars or shock collars. We don't give them toys or treats. They can have toys and treats, but not for actually performing the task. The attention span on the dog. Sit. And how she's attentive and ready for the next command. Stay. Sit, stay. Okay, 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 okay. Now that okay is, that's her treat. I am the treat. I turn myself into the treat. No down, stay. This dog is also protection training. You want a sociable dog. The dog gotta look like a friendly dog, and she can turn into a Jekyll and Hyde at the drop of a dime. Watch that man, watch. Down, no down, stay. The dog gotta be able to turn on and turn off, just like a human being. Sit, okay, okay, down. The method is called the Healy-Salver method of dog training. What you have is these two guys who were able to get a grant to go out into the woods and study wild dingoes and wild dogs, and they actually came up with a method to train any dog. Now, it's a twofold operation. We train the dog, then we show you how to work your already trained dog. So you have, you spend a lot more time with the people than you do with the actual dog, correcting, you know, bad habits that the people might have, or just good habits that they haven't picked up yet.
We teach the dog, then we teach the people. We have a method that we use that works 100% of the time, and we make sure that everybody gets it perfect. We get the training in, and then we teach the whole family how to work that dog. So it's never a problem if the people understand how to handle the dog correctly. My earliest memories of dogs are taking the dogs to the vet because they were being hit by cars. So what I teach the people is how to stop the dogs from being in dangerous situations, how to stop the dogs from being hit by cars, how to stop the dogs from harassing them and violating their personal space, how to be happy and coexist with your dog, because it shouldn't be a rough way to go.
Good boy! That's the lesson for today.
So at It's a Dog's World After All, we offer a variety of things. We have retail, we have boarding, we have grooming, and of course we have dog training. We have top-notch dog training, top-notch groomers, and top-notch boarding. When a dog comes in the building, we're watching and we're asking questions. We want to know how this dog does with other dogs. We want to know what it's doing. We want to know his habits, his feeding schedule. We need the information from the people that have been watching the dog all the time, because the owners are the ones that know all about the dogs and everything that they're doing. So we need that information so we can give the best care possible. We need to know, if the dog is coming to training, what are your expectations? What are you looking for? What do you want to achieve after your dog is trained? Sometimes we get rescue dogs that people go to the pound and they take them home, and they want to get a dog as a good home, but the dogs have been mistreated by other people. So we have to handle them a certain way, and then we have to teach the people how to change and handle the dog correctly. We get feral dogs, dogs that are afraid to be touched by man. We get dogs off the tree that have been barking at the squirrel and the old lady next door and all different kind of things. We have to make a change in ourselves before we can change the dog. So in changing ourselves, we change the customer. Any kind of dog that's out there, we can help you with. We just have to see the dog. We've seen many problems and we have a lot of solutions. But what this training method we have does, it helps us think on our feet and it helps us make this work for the person.
We change a lot of people. We have people who come in here with esteem issues and we send them home with more self-esteem. We actually become therapists, if you will. Not just for the dog, but actually for the client also. So what you can expect when you come to see us at It's a Dog's World, located in Mableton, Georgia. Professional dog training brought to you by yours truly, K9BOSS. We have full line of retail, doggy daycare, grooming and boarding. And remember, we're here to help you. We're here to open a line of communication between you and your pet. There are no bad dogs, only bad handlers. Okay, mama.